4, she answered, and then she asked me the same question. I told her to guess. We were sitting on my couch. This was, of course, after she said, "I want you," but before she kissed me in slow motion. When she guessed 4, I shook my head no, and when she guessed 6, I remarked to myself that she was guessing in the wrong direction. When she guessed 8, I covered my face in my hands, and she asked how many, and I said 1. It was pathetic, right? My 1 to her 4 in a society that tells us that you're not a man unless you have a big number. But not too big, or else then you're a slut or a man whore. You can be a stud too, and there's a line there, but I'm not really sure where it is, and it's confusing. Let's just move on. She said she wished she hadn't have been so drunk then, considering it was my first time, and I'm not quite sure I agree with her. Part of me was happy that she was so drunk because she couldn't tell that I didn't know what I was doing. The other part of me, however, was sad that she was so drunk because my first sexual experience was a little bit like sexual assault. A feeling that I became acclimated to much more quickly than I'd like to admit. We were in my car. I was driving her to work because her truck had broken down, and I'm a nice guy. When she said that she'd only dated 2 people, and when I asked about all those other guys, she said, "Oh, I don't count those 1-month flings." Which I told her that it had been about a month since we had started whatever we were doing, and I wondered if I would be counted. But more importantly, I wondered how I would be remembered. Would she remember the time that she baked me cookies, or only the fact that she threw them away after I made fun of them? Or how about, as an apology, I painted her cookies, but realized I forgot the milk, but when I painted that too, she had gone to bed. I taped it to her door. Does she still have that? Does she remember when I made her breakfast because she had gotten knocked out of her apartment, the result of the rampant drinking the night before, or perhaps only the time that I told her that I thought I might be happier had I never met her? Does she remember mornings after when she woke me up by calling me Miguel and how I smiled at that? Or only mornings after when I had to explain what happened because she didn't remember. I actually had to carry her upstairs before I could take advantage of her. I learned what it was like to become an unpleasant surprise for someone in the morning as they wake up and go, "Oh, hi." I learned some other things too, like what it's like to be the only person in a conversation, even though both people are talking, or how about how to abuse a drinking problem. I sometimes wonder if I'm telling the story of the girl who became the alcoholic or the boy who became a monster. And if it's worth being remembered, if all the memories are bad, it's worth being counted, if all she's counting are her regrets. I will be counted, however, in some sense of the word, although not necessarily the one that I might like, because an image of her pops into my head about a summer from now. And she's sitting on a couch and he's saying something like 5 or 6. And this is, of course, after she says that she wants him, but before she kisses him in slow motion. And I hope, or maybe I don't, that I flash across her mind briefly before she answers 5. Thanks.